home of the Colts. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job. As he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
They go play action with Levis. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Watkins motioning over. They'll go. Here's Levis. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
Years ago, people would have thought you were crazy to go for 4th down on your side of the field, but that's not the case anymore. We're seeing it more and more often play out across the league. In this case, not a bad job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball, but he's able to find some space with his legs, and he's able to pick up the conversion.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air, it's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Watkins motioning over. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got it at about the 8. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
A run on first and goal. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Off the play fake, it's Levis. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now, Levis. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Titans, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Shut up. Shut up.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll tuck it and carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
This one complete to Watkins. Still on his feet. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 42 yards. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the end zone. Strong. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. He's got it! And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 36 yards. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
Go!
They put Woods in motion. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Now Richardson. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Josh Downs now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Downs goes in motion. On first down, it's Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Richardson to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he will score. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. The extra point is up and through. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go right back to Taylor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
A run with Taylor. He'll take this forward for about 5. On second down, Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day. And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Like 54.
On first and 10, here's Levis. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
Look, I think anytime, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down. On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on second down, Richardson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Throwing is Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able...
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Richardson going to look to throw. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. He is in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point is good. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. That's into the hands of Iosivas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Like 13. Like 13.
Up the middle they go. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Watkins motioning over. On 1st down, Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Tracy.
They go play action with Levis. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 15 and a 1st down. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Off the play fake, it's Levis. This one caught just past the pylon. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to run it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late. And this is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short game. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's going to keep carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Like 49.
They'll run here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Watkins motioning over. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. Now on 2nd and long. Levis to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Now Levis. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
54, like 54.
They'll go. Here's Levis.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Here's Levis to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Here is 1st and goal.
Mo. 40 Rita. And 24 Linda. Track 18 Green.
To throw is Levis. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So it's a win for the Colts. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes.